our reference point a lot of times within the community is that everybody live this way. It's not true. Most people do not handle their discrepancies physically. They just don't. So there's an immaturity that exists there. That's what I'm speaking to. That we are intelligent freaking people. And you're telling me that we can be artistic, we can rap, we can do poetry, we can do all the stuff. But my feelings get hurt, and now I have to assert myself in a way because my feelings are hurt. There's a limitation there. That's the part that I don't get, because this does not happen anywhere else. People go back and forth. They may raise and elevate their voices, but we meet a place to where, like AP said, okay, my brother, did you mean that? And from that point, respect, because it may be because you have something to lose. I think it's just a development. I think it's really just a maturity.
But my thing is, even if you meant it, then what? Right? It's the then what? So
no, you mean it. We next level.
But see, and that's
next level.
You heard what I said.
But I think that's his point, because whether he meant it or not, the next step, the next move you make is going to determine the outcome for you. You already said you got something to lose, and you're willing to lose it over somebody else calling you a bitch, and you know you're not.
No, it's that person had an opportunity to make a correction, and he intentionally.
No. Hold on. Let me say this.
I gave him an opportunity to make the correction.
But no, AP.
If this motherfucker decides to double down,
now he calling you.
You knew what it was. You knew as a man.
But
we got two men up here right now. You knew as a man when you doubled down. Once I gave you an opportunity to clarify, you knew what the escalation path was.
But AP, what I don't understand is whether or not they double down on it, whether or not they mean it. What is the point? What do words specifically do to hurt you, harm you, or make you? Because nothing but you can make you do something. That word didn't make you do anything. Now, this is coming from like 10-year-old Bo. I said these things literally in 5th grade to somebody. You don't know how to use your words? Because what is it that words do for you that make you get out of your physical body and actually touch someone? Because that is impulse control in you. That is something weak in you that allows you to let someone else's words control what you do physically. As a grown man,
you're assuming I get out of body or I get out of character.
No, they do. I'm just saying they can't make me do anything.
Yeah.
No. Look, people, in my opinion, people still need to be checked, and that's why we are where the hell we are, is because people haven't been checked. And then when people do get checked, suddenly, I can't believe he acted that way. It was just words. And, yeah, that motherfucker neck broke now too, ain't it? I bet he won't say it again. I bet he understands that his words have power, action, and there's something behind it. Martin Luther King was killed over words. Words. He used the power of his tongue to get shit. No, he used the power of his tongue to get things done. And throughout history, not the United States history, throughout history, words have built nations and words have broken nations.
Words have caused wars.
I'm just that nigga when you decide to use those words and double down. We're going to nation breaking.
But let me show you the correlation between what you just said. Words have affected nations, right? It is the words that come out to the person. That person lets their ego take an action to those words that they could have kept to themselves. Because a lot of stuff can be avoided if you do not let someone else control you. They literally have a remote control and they are playing you. They got a game control and they literally are playing
evil
you.
angers you control you. Yep.
Like that's the problem.
You see what I'm saying?
Idle.
All they do is press that button.
We say words don't mean any. Words don't really mean anything.
I didn't say that.
We have a whole other side of this country whose words have impacted.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, AP.
And if
you're not listening,
do anything, that's the thing. I'm hearing you just fine. If we don't do anything, if we turn the other cheek, which is what you're saying, if we turn the other cheek, just maybe Master let us eat off his table.
No, that is not what I'm saying. No, there is a more strategic action than physical violence, is what I'm saying. There is another way to handle things rather than physical violence. You do not have to do that. And you also don't have to turn the other cheek. There is another game that you can play with them that is not physical violence. And I don't know what you don't get about that. You are thinking that I am saying that you should be docile. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is a better hand to be played than physical violence, because physical violence will always, 100% of the time, as a black man, get your ass put in jail, and you have too much to lose.
Ain't been to jail yet, and it's worked out. And I'm gonna tell you this: some kids you talk to, and some kids you gotta beat their ass for them to get the lesson.
All right, good night, y'all. Because I'm not doing abuse for children. All right.
That's the way you take
y'all
it.
have a good night.
That's the way you take it. I'm not doing abuse for children. They get their ass. I got my ass whooped, and I turned out just fine. Like that kind of rhetoric where a narrative is spun intentionally to try to change what you're saying, that's the kind of shit that is crazy. Crazy. She knew exactly what I meant.
Wait, I'm honestly trying to find out what
sorry.
do you feel? Oh, what did you feel that she spun a narrative about? All she said, this is what
phrase. No, that last phrase. We all knew what I meant by you gotta beat some kids' ass, you gotta spank some kids, and some kids you talk to for them to get the lesson. Okay. That's exactly what I meant. That was the intent, and it was understood. But instead, we're talking about violence against kids.
Okay, I see.
As a coach, you think that you stop it. You did it on purpose. It was intentional. And that's what's funny to me. I see it a lot on these spaces where people will try to spin what you're saying to say something that they know you didn't say, which is why I don't even say pause. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about gay touching.